BMW of Wesley Chapel presents the two 2025 BMW X5s. This is the M Competition and the M60i. The M60i is going to get a matte black kidney grille. The front fascia is going to have a little bit of a different design with standard LED headlights and daytime runnings, and the lower is really where you're going to see the major difference. The air curtain on the side, where it bulges out a little bit more so for more aerodynamics and more air to go into the standard S68 engine, as well as the more boxy kidney grille setup. The M Competition is going to have a weight distribution at 50.8, 49.2, whereas the M60i 50.4, 49.6. Both is going to get standard X drive, which is the all-wheel drive system that is tuned by the M team, as well rear axle steering that can turn up to 5 degrees in the same direction when you're going over higher speeds of 37-ish miles per hour. In lower speeds, it will turn the opposite direction to get tighter radius for parking and harder maneuvers. The M60i is powered by the 4.4 BMW M-Power Turbo, which is a twin-turbo V8 producing 523 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque, paired to an 8-speed Steptronic automatic transmission, reaching 60 at 4.2 seconds, BMW's quoting, whereas the M Competition, same engine with the S68, is now pumping out 617 horsepower, the same 553 pound-feet of torque, paired to the 8-speed Steptronic ZF automatic transmission, reaching 60, BMW says, at 3.7 seconds, with the top speed at 177 miles per hour. The M60i gets 17 to 22 mpgs out of the S68, whereas the M Competition gets 13 to 18 mpgs. Both will get standard LED tail lights. The badging will be different. And the lower bumper and fender is going to flare out a little bit more so, with quad exhaust tips blacked out with the diffuser towing up to near 1,700 pounds, whereas the standard X5 can tow up to 7,200 pounds. Quad exhaust tips for the exit. Both S68s will have the same power liftgate, going into 33.9 cubic feet of storage, starting with the privacy cover. They have a 12-volt charger, LED interior lighting, bag holders here on the side. Underneath the floor is going to have the spare tire. And for both, to maximize cargo to the 72.3 cubic feet, you have to go into the back seats or the back door. Split fold at a 60-40 split or a 40-20-40 split to maximize the cargo capacity. But we need to go inside both of these S68s so you can hear that exhaust note. Way power seat adjustment for the front, heated, ventilated, massage, memory for the driver and passenger, and cognac Sensafin interior. 20-way power seat adjustment for the front, heated, ventilated massage with the X5M that illuminates. It's going to be more of a sport bolster, extended merino leather, memory for the driver and passenger. Both are going to be a driver-focused setup with the M in the dashboard that illuminates, carbon fiber inserts. This is an upgrade for the M60i, heads-up display, auto-dimming rear view mirror, LED interior lights with a large panel moonroof, and BMW's curved one-panel, two-screen layout, which is a 14.9 infotainment screen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Sirius XM, AM, FM, streaming Bluetooth audio. Put it into reverse, and we have a 360-degree reverse camera, full trajectory for the front and the rear. Click onto the more, and you have the 3D view. Just simply click on it. We have gesture control, which means you can use your hands to go all around it, and it'll tell you that, or you can touch the screen here or use the iDrive. Click back into the more, and you got the car wash view that shows the trajectory for the upgraded wheels. Going into some buttons to turn on the stereo, turn up the sound, change the track, carbon fiber that opens up to a wireless charging pad, BMW's digital key, and the key fob for both the M60i and the M Competition. 12-volt USB port. The center, you're going to notice a huge difference because we have a rocker with the glass control knobs, whereas on the M you get a gear lever, and the configuration here is different too for the wireless charging pad, USB 12-volt, plus we have ventilated and heated cup holders. It's going to be the same here. Soft to touch, opens up into a deep storage pocket with a USB port. The steering wheel is going to be a little different too because we have the M1 and M2 paddles as well as real metal paddle shifts. And the gauge cluster is a 12.3 with the AR. You can change the configuration and different content in it, as well as changing the driving mode so it will look a little bit more dynamic in the gauge cluster as well as the heads-up display. And with the M60i, we have the complete layout change. We do not have the AR, that is an upgrade, and you can see for the steering wheel, the paddle shifts are plastic, they're not metal. The door panel is going to start with the Harman Kardon up top and going into soft materials more or less everywhere. Carbon fiber, ambient lighting, and the same size storage pocket with the storage pocket for the driver. In competition, we have the Bauer & Wilkins upgraded sound system. It's going to have the quilted inlays, one touch up and down for the windows, and you'll have the speaker mesh here with the carbon fiber. Same storage in both the pocket and for the driver, with the Sky Lounge that goes into the back seat for the pano moonroof. Soft closed doors on both the M60i and M Competition. Manual sunshades as well. Soft materials for the door, as well as the ambient lighting, carbon fiber, the speaker mesh, and a long storage pocket. Room for 3 more occupants, and this folds out to cup holders and a storage pocket, as well as dual climate control settings, heated rear seats, 2 air vents in the center, 2 USB, 12-volt, a storage tray, storage behind both of the front seats with another USB and air vents on the side pillar. You'll have the same configuration for the M Competition, except the back of the seats are going to look a little bit different with the USB ports, and the door pocket is going to have the black on the Fiona red. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to stop by BMW of Wesley Chapel to check out their new and pre-owned selection.